Hola mi gente, soy su abogado de inmigración Luis Ruiz, aquí con ustedes hoy para presentarles a uno de nuestros clientes, para que ustedes conozcan los tipos de casos que nosotros manejamos en esta oficina, para que ellos les expliquen de sus experiencias aquí con nosotros y para que ustedes sepan que de esta oficina salen resultados. Nancy, thank you for joining us. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Now, Nancy, you came to our office in 2016. You were going through something and you wanted to give your dad a gift. Tell me about that.
That's correct. In 2016, I basically was feeling emotional. It's been a long while. It was 20 years of seeing my dad depressed, emotional, hurting. It was every holiday, every birthday, every moment, every single day I saw him hurting. So I decided to come here.
Why was he hurting? What was wrong?
He hadn't seen his mother in 20 years.
20 years.
It was 20 long years of not seeing his mother, and I mean, just the simple thought of me not having my parents for 20 years, it killed me. So I decided that I needed to do something.
So for 20 years, Nancy's dad was not able to travel to Mexico to see his mom. And because his mom didn't have a tourist visa, she wasn't able to come to the United States to visit her son. So for 20 years, Nancy had to see him depressed on holidays, birthdays, graduations, every big event that you want your mom to be present for. His mom wasn't there. Nancy, you made a choice. You wanted to do something. Tell me about that.
Yes. I decided that, if there was any possible way that I can help him, I was going to do it. So I came into your office that day, and I felt very welcome here, first of all. You greeted us with warmth, and every step was simple. You helped us out a lot. I remember that we only had to do one appointment, which was at the beginning, for you to get all our information, all the paperwork, to look into the case and stuff. And I do remember, and I won't forget, that you even flew out there to Mexico to help my grandma every step of the way. You guided her through every step, every process, and it showed a lot from you, and it showed that you really wanted to help us, and we were grateful for that.
So because Nancy's grandma is a senior citizen, she was 80 years old. She is over 80 now. I made the decision along with Nancy that I should probably go out to Mexico. I flew out to Guadalajara and I sat down with her grandma and I walked her through the entire process. I guided her, I held her hand basically through the entire process and made her feel as comfortable as possible so that she can go through this process and come out successful at the end. And lucky for us, she did.
Yes.
So tell me about the moment that your dad and your grandma finally saw each other for the first time in 20 years.
I don't think there's any words to describe that. The look on his face was priceless. I mean, I remember when we were getting off in the airplane, he was calling me every 5 minutes, like, are you almost here, are you almost here? I could hear it in his voice was starting to crack. And
so Nancy actually flew to Guadalajara as well to pick up her grandma so that she could join her on the airplane over here because she didn't want her to fly on her own. So you were with your grandma and your dad was here waiting for you.
Yes.
So he's calling you.
He's calling me, and I mean, it took a while. We had a long line. It was about 2-hour wait, and he was just like impatient. He was very impatient, and I remember as soon as the doors opened, his look was just priceless. He ran towards her. We didn't even get to completely step off of the receiving area when it was just priceless. I mean, in between all that, I got squished in between them where they were hugging and stuff. I was trying to step off so they can have their moment, and it was just, it was a very great feeling. And I mean, I'm happy that you were able to help me to give him that.
I can't imagine how it felt to be present in that moment and to see him for the first time in 20 years be able to hold her, hug her, give her a kiss. That must have been very intense.
It really was. And I mean, up to this day, we're still thankful. He's thankful to me and you for, me giving the gift, going out there and seeking help, and for you that helped us through this whole process and being with us every step of the way.
Well, it was an honor for me to be able to be a part of the situation and to be able to help your dad to see his mom. And I would do it again 100 times for anybody that needs help. That's what I'm here for. thank you for joining me here today, Nancy.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.